Hi, I'm Sally.
And I'm Semma, and we are
The Buffy Babes. We're going to be talking all things Buffy, rewatch, reboot, and fun facts.
So let's go.
In this week's episode, we're watching episode 7, Angel. As Buffy continues to battle vampires from the Order of Aurelius, her mysterious protector Angel grows closer to her. But when Buffy and Angel share a romantic moment, a shocking truth is revealed. Angel is a vampire, cursed with a soul, making him unlike any other. Buffy struggles with betrayal and confusion, unsure if she can trust him. Meanwhile, Darla, Angel's ruthless vampire sire, tries to turn Buffy against him by framing him for an attack against Joyce. In a climatic showdown, Angel ultimately sides with Buffy, killing Darla to protect her. The episode ends with Buffy and Angel acknowledging their feelings, but also the tragic impossibility of being together, especially when a kiss leaves Angel burnt by the cross around Buffy's neck.
Oh gosh, so much to talk about and unpack and just reminisce.
I know. This was just such a great episode to rewatch. I so enjoyed
Yes.
watching this. And I
I
got so much more out of it than
yeah.
than I ever have before. Like I just picked up on so many things that I'd never really noticed before or I'd never thought about before. It was so cool.
Yeah, I think I did too as well, Like it's like the billionth time I've watched it because obviously I never skip this episode when I do my rewatches, but
Yeah.
but I feel like I learned more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of, I don't know, everything just like really clicked and slotted in
Yeah.
together. And thinking about this episode in relation to later Buffy episodes and the Angel
Yes.
spin-off, and everything
Yes.
was just so perfectly pieced together. It was, oh,
Yes.
brilliant.
It's a very good starter episode for like everything to come,
Yeah,
isn't it? Like
yeah,
that's so much bigger than she's just the Slayer. It was just the start of everything that's gonna happen, and it's just it was so good in that way. I went yo-yoing from hating Angel and thinking he's creepy to oh my God, I love him and I love them together.
So what do you mean thinking he was creepy before this episode? Or
Well,
like,
I was thinking no, like sort of the beginning of the episode. He's very creepy and lurky, isn't he?
oh, right,
She's
yeah,
like talking about him at the bronze and he's just like there behind the stairs. And then she's
yeah.
like, "Oh, you've been following me?" And he's like, no, I just live around here." And it's just like, excuse me, you've been stalking her the entire time."
It yeah, if you think it was anybody else watching her in like a shadowy corner of the bronze and following her down the street, it would be creepy, right?
Yeah.
But because it's Angel and we're rooting for Buffy and Angel and
Yeah.
he's hot, it's okay. You know?
Yeah.
If it was someone else, it would be like, oh, you absolute creep. Just stake him, Buffy. Just do it already. I don't care if he's not even a vampire. Just stake him
Yeah.
anyway. But because
I
it's
actually
Angel,
put
it's
in
like,
here.
oh, yeah, cute.
Yeah, I put in here my notes. He's so beautiful, perfect casting.
Good note. Yeah. 10 out of
Literally, literally.
10.
But he is like the perfect look for a beautiful vampire because now that I'm
Yeah.
watching all of these new vampire shows like Vampire Diaries and stuff, I feel like they all cast the same kind of person, like with the low brow and the deep eyes.
Yeah.
They all have this same look that
Yeah.
David Boreanaz has. And I feel like he's set this sort of trend of what a brooding, beautiful vampire man should look like.
I was
Um,
thinking the same thing. Yeah.
yeah, he's definitely set that trend, which is why now whenever I think of a vampire anyway, they have to have a low brow. I mean, like if you don't have a low brow, you can't be the romantic interest, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
He's got that look down as well, like the quietly brooding, romantic, like,
Mm.
oh, he does it so well, doesn't he? He's the
And how
perfect
do you
angel.
be like all brooding and stuff if you're so much taller than her anyway? I didn't realize how much taller he is
Mm,
until they're like sort of standing really close, like especially with their first kiss and stuff. Like I know
mm.
I'm skipping ahead here, but I'm just so excited. Like I feel like she does have to sort of go on her tiptoes to kiss him.
Because he always seems to like have his head down but be looking
Yeah,
up at her,
yeah. Like
but
how does he?
he towers over her.
Yeah, like how the physics of that I don't understand, but it just looks amazing.
I wonder if, you know, in the X-Files they had a Scully box because there was such a big height difference between Mulder and Scully. Sometimes they have
Oh,
Scully blocks for her to stand on so that
yeah.
they weren't quite so incompatible in the same shot. I wonder if they ever did something like that in Buffy. I have to look into that.
Maybe, maybe. They had to do that in Smallville. Did you ever watch
I
Smallville?
did, yeah. Who did they do
So
that
when
with?
James Masters was in Smallville and he was the professor,
Ah, yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
saying they literally had to put boxes underneath and someone was moving them along as they were walking because
Ah,
because Tom Welling's so tall, he
that's
couldn't.
hilarious.
Like the height
Oh,
difference
poor
was
short little
hilarious.
Spike.
I know. So I thought that was quite funny. Yeah. And apparently James Masters also said that they had to put all the doors lower in the set so Sarah Michelle Gellar doesn't look so short. So all the doors are
Oh,
shorter than normal, apparently.
that's
Which,
interesting. Because
yeah, I thought
she's really petite, isn't she?
she's very, yeah, very petite and short. She's my height. She's the same
Oh,
height as me.
okay.
So when you stand next to me, Sally,
Ah,
you can
it's like
pretend you're
I'm
standing
standing
next
next
to
to Buffy,
Buffy.
yeah.
That's what it would be like.
Oh, brilliant.
Uh, anyway, so I actually thought the weird thing was with the beginning of this episode was that voice of previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer or whatever it was.
Mm,
Isn't it weird? It was such a weird voice that's so out of place and I've never heard it before or since. Do you know what I mean?
really?
Like
I
whoever
mean,
did the
they don't.
voiceover.
I didn't notice anything unusual about it because
Oh,
sometimes they have that, sometimes they don't.
yeah. But I've never heard
Um,
this guy before, and he just sounds super excited and trying to be sounding really like mysterious, but I feel like he was really going for it. Do you know what I mean?
maybe that was his one chance to do the
Yeah.
previously on Buffy, and he failed
Yeah,
miserably. They didn't want him
maybe,
back.
yeah.
He blew his
He just
shot.
he sounded very excited. And also, I've probably realized this before, but I didn't I've relearned that the little boy, whatever he is, he's called
Mm.
Colin.
Oh,
Did you know his name was Colin?
no, I don't think so.
No, but the master refers to him, he says, Colin, what's your thoughts? I'm like, huh? He has a name? What? I don't remember him having a name.
I
Like, I'm
don't
sure he
remember
had a
him.
name, but
I mean, I literally just watched this episode and I still missed that he was called Colin.
yeah,
Because it,
exactly.
yeah,
I
what
feel
do you
like this
mean
is the
he has
first
a name?
time.
He shouldn't have a name. He's like evil incarnate. Why? What? He has no business
No,
being called
he's
Colin, like
called
he's a freaking
Colin.
accountant or something. Colin, do my taxes and then destroy this layer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I completely missed that the first 100 times I've watched this episode. And yeah, he's called Colin.
Not so scary.
No, no. I feel like maybe that's the first and only time the master mentions it, maybe, or anybody does.
Because his we don't hear his name on the bus, do we? Before
No,
the accident, no.
no. But yeah,
Colin, there you go.
yeah. There you go. Little thing for you that I learnt during the episode.
Something that jumped out at me fairly early on is Darla
Mhm.
volunteering herself to slay Buffy. And
Mm.
that's never been something that has, you know, piqued my interest before. Because it's just like, yeah, sure, she wants to kill Buffy, whatever. But watching it, having watched the whole series and Angel
Mhm.
now, I'm like, hang on, she's been a vampire since the 17th century. She's never killed a Slayer before, but she's seen Spike kill a Slayer.
Mhm.
So she knows, or she was around Spike just after he killed a Slayer. So she knows what a big deal it is and how hard it is. And she's just casually like, oh, let me do it. Let me kill the
Mm.
Slayer. Like
Mm.
it's no big deal. Like it's no big thing. And something that I really enjoyed about that realization is that because the master was her sire,
Yeah.
she is just so eager to please him. And it's really
Mm.
demonstrative of that like parent child relationship that they have where
Mm.
he needs something doing. And straight away she's like, oh, me, I'll do it. Even though
Mm.
it is so dangerous and such a big deal for a vampire to kill a slayer. I
Mm.
just, yeah, oh, I never picked up on any of that before, but having watched it
Mm.
just
That's an
this past
interesting way
week,
to
I was like,
see it.
oh, okay. It's like all these little things, like little
Yeah.
tidbits that I've never picked up on before,
Yeah.
which I thought was really cool.
No, that's a very interesting way of seeing it because I sort of took it as more like she was she was trying to, I guess, ask permission, but she was sort of going to try and get Angel to do it anyway. Like I feel like she's a very much like doesn't get her hands dirty kind of person. Like because she was manipulating him a
Mm,
lot during the episode. So I feel like she's never killed a Slayer because she's never felt it necessary that she needed to, or she could get somebody else to do whatever she wants, like kind of thing. I thought it was maybe more manipulative than that.
I think the opposite because
Hmm.
later on, and I know we're jumping all over this episode, but later on,
Yeah.
after the three who the Master does send to um,
Yeah.
kill Buffy, they fail after only one night. I mean, that's
I
not
know
much of
that
a
I
go,
wrote this down
but
as well. I was like, why? Why do they kill
they
only after
chase
one
her
night?
from the bronze to her house, and then they're like, "Oh well, we failed. Have to give up our lives now." But anyway,
Yeah.
so they have to give up their lives, and it's Darla who is desperate to kill them,
Mm.
and um, it kind of harks, I suppose, forwards, not backwards, to an episode of Angel, the prodigal, where she tells Angel that the love of the kill is what's important. And
Hmm.
in that same episode, uh, which is why, the whole parent-child relationship thing kind of interested me. Darla tells Angel that because he killed his father so quickly, he'll never have his father's approval, which again to me was
Oh.
just showing how even to Darla
Mm.
having that kind of parental approval is important to her.
Interesting. Yes, that sounds very interesting. I didn't honestly watch Angel that closely. I think I've only watched it um past season like up to season 3 and then I stopped watching
After
it.
season three, it's hard to rewatch, isn't it?
Yeah, so I've
It
never
goes
really
downhill.
rewatched it past that.
Mm.
So I don't
I
really
mean,
remember it as well.
maybe I'm reading far too much into one little line of "Oh, let me kill the Slayer," but I thought
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
little bits of information from like
Yeah.
other episodes kind of, yeah,
I
it all
do
fit
feel
in
like
quite nicely together.
nothing is by accident with with the series though. So
Mm. I mean,
it
it's
could
hard to
definitely
tell
be
because
true.
sometimes things are so intricately worked together and like put in place seasons before and things like that.
Mm,
And then other
yeah.
times there's just like massive plot holes and things that
Yeah. Yeah.
have no
I actually
business
felt
being in
like
Buffy.
I felt a bit like that with the three because they're
Mm.
so old that they're in Giles's books and
Yeah,
documented,
yeah,
but then they're killed like so quickly. Like that just seemed very, very weird to me. Like why weren't
yeah.
they just like sent away or whatever for being such a big disappointment? But to be killed and like
Mm,
that's the end of them, like
mm,
it seemed a little bit too sudden, especially since meant to be like such big baddies.
yeah.
Um,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, why did they give up so quickly?
Yeah.
Did they have a time limit on it? Like yeah,
But
I don't
even then,
understand.
like, yeah, like you said, they only like hit her a couple of times and then chased her. Like that was literally it. Like that
That
can't be.
can't be
Oh,
their
'cause
attempt.
we've done our best.
Yeah.
You know?
Centuries old, but we gave it a good crack. Hey ho.
Exactly. Yeah.
She got into our
Yeah.
house. What can we do? Oh, and
The
that's the other thing, actually. So Buffy
hand.
and Angel, what? No,
Oh,
hand.
sorry. Because yeah, I thought you were going to talk about some sort of plot hole thing of like, how they can't be invited in, yet
Yeah.
his hand is still pushing the door open in her house.
Oh, right. I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah,
So
because
his
she's trying
hand
to
was
shut the
in her
door,
house.
but
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah,
hand is still
yeah.
in her house trying to push
That's
the
so
door
true.
open.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's a plot hole because normally they literally can't, like, none of them can get past the threshold.
yeah.
But for some reason, his
His
hand
hand
could,
can.
like,
When
yeah,
every other time we see it in the series, like no part of them can
yeah,
pass
it's
that,
always
can
like
they?
an invisible boundary. So yeah, I was annoyed by
Maybe.
that.
I mean, the only thing I can think of, and this is, yeah, probably just making excuses for it, is that because she hasn't shut the door on them, kind of thing.
But if the
The
door
door.
even was wide open, they shouldn't be able to get in if they're
Mm,
not invited.
yeah, no, that's true. Plot hole.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
The thing I was going to say about that is when they're running there,
Mm.
Buffy says to Angel, "Get in, come on." and
Yeah.
that's his invitation into her house.
Yeah.
But what if she hadn't said that? Because I
Exactly.
wouldn't say that. If you and I were running from some vampires, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
like, come on, Summer, get inside. We'd just run inside, wouldn't we? You wouldn't wait for an invitation. You wouldn't expect to have to issue it or say what you're going to do. You
Yeah.
just expect, they're going to run inside. So would Angel have been like just left out on the doorstep?
Yeah. He
Would
would
he have
have
had to
been.
say,
And then
you go
she'd be like,
inside, I'll stay out here and fight, like try and make some kind of excuse around it? Or
maybe,
what would
yeah.
have happened?
But he was never actually purposefully trying to hide the fact that he was a vampire, though. It's not like he just never told her, and he was never around her enough for it to come up.
That's true. He pops up very infrequently and for short periods of time, doesn't he?
Infrequently, it's always at night. Um,
But it's a
you
pretty
know.
big lie of omission, isn't it?
It's not like he was trying to hide it. He just wasn't trying to say it either.
You're so Team Angel.
For this episode, I am.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not Team Angel on this episode, you're crazy.
I did think it was hilarious how she was like, "Come inside and take off your shirt and your coat," and he's like,
Oh, I
"Okay,
know, yeah. And then
sure
later on,
thing."
when they're up in her room, she's like, "Oh, look out the window and see if they're out there and keep your back turned while I get changed." Like, you couldn't have got changed in the bathroom. Like,
That's
while you
literally what
clean
I
your
wrote
teeth or something.
down.
Do you have to take your clothes off around each other right now? It's just so convenient. Oh no, we have to run into my house. Oh, we have to go up to my bedroom and take our clothes off. Like,
Yeah, oh, you
oh,
shouldn't go
Buffy.
home. They could still be out there. You have to
Yeah.
come and sleep with me tonight. But I was thinking about this and I was thinking that it was actually like the scenario was perfect for like a horny teenager basically
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
because you would try and create a circumstance in which that the boy that of your dreams had to stay the night in your bedroom
Yeah.
because why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I feel like she played it perfectly with the excuse of, oh no, you shouldn't go home and oh I just need to change a minute.
Yeah.
Like she thought about this. She had her plan if it ever was to happen and she executed her plan to a T.
That is so true.
I I
She
feel
knew
like this,
exactly what she was doing.
she knew. She'd already thought about it. And I also thought Joyce was hilarious, like 'cause she's knowing straight away what Buffy was trying to do. It was
Mm,
like, what have you done? And when Buffy was trying to distract her, like, oh, I'll bring you up some tea.
yeah.
But she's
Just
just
go
so
straight up to her.
classy. I thought Joyce was very classy the way she handled
Yeah.
it, and she was like, "You're gonna say good night now, yeah." Like she wasn't all like,
Yeah.
"Why are you bringing boys into the house while I'm not here?"
Yeah.
Like she's a very classy and elegant woman, especially when it comes to sort of like not being too harsh with Buffy and trying to be understanding.
Do you know what? I thought this was out of character for Joyce to
Uh,
me. Because when I
oh,
think of her, I always think of her like massively or reacting like in a big way to anything Buffy does. Like she's going out late at night or sneaking in or whatever. Joyce, sorry. She just seems to react so strongly to it. And I thought it
oh
could have been
really?
so easy for her to be like, Buffy, what are you doing? Why is there a boy in the house this late at night? Rah, 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 rah. But she didn't. She was, yeah, like really classy
Hmm.
about it and just like, okay, come on, time to say goodnight now.
I felt like she only reacted big towards the end of season 2. Obviously, when they had that huge fight, when she caught her once climbing
Mm,
back into her window, because you would be a bit annoyed. You're like, you're supposed to be asleep. Like, I'm trusting you to be
yeah,
asleep. Why are you coming in your window? Like, I feel like
yeah.
those are valid reasons to like blow up. But I think because Angel was there, she also didn't want to embarrass Buffy. So
Yeah,
she is
that's true. Yeah.
yeah. So I think she could have had that reaction, but she was very classy into not embarrassing Buffy in that way in front of this boy that she obviously likes. So
Mm,
I liked that she dealt with that way. But then she
mm.
probably would have blown up with Buffy if she did find him still in the bedroom, you know. That's a different
Or,
circumstance.
hiding in her closet while she's in there cleaning his room the next day.
Yeah, like that would be really weird. You like go to put Buffy's clothes away and he's still in there. Like that would be creepy as hell.
That would be so creepy.
So creepy. So I'm glad she didn't try and open the wardrobe. I was like, literally wouldn't have he what would he have done? Because when he said those lines, I just imagine him like but in between her clothes.
Yeah, hiding behind a coat.
Yeah, like trying to like be the coat, be the coat. Because he's so tall as well. It's like, how did he get in her wardrobe?
I
Like, I
know.
truly try to imagine him being in the wardrobe and like, how did he do that? Especially with that
I
huge trunk and stuff in there.
and yeah, lots of clothes, lots of weapons, not much
Mm.
space for a very tall vampire.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
when Buffy thinks that Angel's read her diary
Yes.
while she was out.
Ahmed.
Ahmed, yeah. What did she say? That's one of my favorite quotes. And she,
Ahmed, a
oh,
very charming foreign exchange
yeah.
student. Oh, I like how quick thinking she is though, because she is like this throughout, isn't she? She's very quick on
Mm,
her feet, very
she
witty.
is, yeah.
So she's very like, no, it's not that, is the and when I say hunk, it could be very bad things.
Yeah.
Like,
Hunk, that's not even a good thing. That can mean bad things. I didn't say
it's just
penetrating eyes, I meant bulging eyes.
and he's just like, okay, you can stop now because I didn't read it, but I love you too.
Yeah. Totally
Yeah.
gives the game away, but it leads to their
I
first
thought it was
kiss.
hilarious actually when he's like, I'm older than you, so this can't happen. And her thing of like how much older sort of sounded like a bit like, oh, how much older?
Yeah.
Because she so has daddy issues, obviously.
Yeah,
So,
she does.
so it would be like, oh, how much older?
I wonder what
You're
her
older,
limit
you
would have
say.
been. How old is
Yeah,
too old? Couple of hundred
yeah.
years? Nope, still good. Still good.
But I guess technically he's only 18, so he's not that much older.
So
He's
question
been
for
18 for
you.
240 years, no?
240 years, yeah.
Mm,
So he would be what? 258 in reality.
mm,
Yeah. Because I watched Buffy later,
yeah.
I had always known that Angel was a vampire. It's just one of those kind of pop culture
Oh,
references that you hear about. You
uh-huh.
know, Luke, I am your father. I'd never seen Star Wars, but I still knew that. And I knew
Yeah,
that Angel was a vampire.
yeah.
But because you watched it as it was coming out, this
Mm.
whole Angel as a vampire thing would have been news to you,
Yes,
right?
it was news. As a 7-year-old, I was very interested.
What
I
do you remember
honestly,
what your reaction was? Like, were you
I
surprised or did you just take it all in your 7-year-old stride? Like,
I
oh,
think I was just
vampire.
taking it in my stride, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was too young to really understand, and I'm sure maybe at bits any kisses my dad would have been like, "Oh, let's just switch the channel for a minute," kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Because I do remember him doing that sometimes and me being like, hey,
Okay.
I'm watching that. And he's like, I'll go back in a minute, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you couldn't pause it or forward or skip or anything in
Yeah.
those times. You had to change the channel in order to avoid whatever was going to be on scene. So I remember him doing that. So he possibly did that because obviously he'd never seen it before. So maybe he thought, oh, is more going to
Something
happen?
else is
I'll
gonna,
switch the
yeah.
channel. So maybe
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw him change into a vampire and see that, oh my gosh,
Okay.
he's a vampire.
Yeah.
Until maybe the first time I rewatched it.
Mm.
But then I already knew he was a vampire because
Mm.
I'd continued watching it. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I didn't
So
get
you
the
kind of caught
reveal.
up with what was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get the reveal, I think, but it still excited me rewatching it. So even tonight when I rewatched it, it still excited me. So
Mm. Do you know what
'cause-
I thought was interesting though? Is so they kiss, Angel turns
mm.
into a vampire, and
And he
then
does a hilarious slide down the
oh,
roof.
off her patio roof, yeah.
Yeah.
But 5 minutes after that in the episode,
Yeah.
uh, we discover there's like something a bit different about him. We learn that he hasn't been hunting for the past 80 years or
Mm,
something.
mm,
So maybe it's not recorded, but there's something going on with him that is a
mm,
bit off. And then only 15 minutes after finding out Angel's a vampire, we learn that he's got a soul and all about the gypsy curse and that he doesn't hurt people anymore. So
mm,
there's only literally 15 minutes of that Buffy episode where we're not sure if Angel is good or bad or what,
mm,
which doesn't seem
mm,
like very long. Like, I feel like that could have gone on for a few episodes at least, don't you reckon?
mm. Yeah, I guess so, couldn't it? They could have extended it a bit more, but I think maybe the point of the episodes was to show that he is the love interest and they don't want to make him out to be too much of a bad guy, I guess, at the
Mm,
start, because they are trying to make you like him. So I guess
mm.
you have to very quickly be like, "Oh no, no, don't worry. He's good."
Yeah, that's true. Because he was
Um,
a pretty bad vampire. And I guess if they dwelt
yes.
on that too long, then maybe you wouldn't be so keen on him getting with
Exactly.
Buffy,
Well,
even
I
if
don't
he
want
did
him
have
to
the
be with
soul.
this
Yeah.
little 16-year-old girl then.
Because
Oh, he's okay, it's fine.
when Spike gets his chip and he starts fancying Buffy, that is quite
Mm.
a slow progression, isn't it?
Yes,
And I
because
feel
you
like it
have to
had,
like
yeah,
him.
yeah,
Yeah, so he has to start helping and doing stuff with the Scooby Gang and trying to be involved and fighting the demons with her
yeah,
before you want them together or before she can even like tolerate being around him kind of thing.
yeah. No,
So
good point.
yeah, so I feel like with the angel they needed to very quickly reveal that don't worry, he's not bad. He is a good
Mm.
guy. Um yeah. So
I do
I
feel
thought
bad for Angel when when Buffy was asking about his family and he said they're
mm,
all dead. I just,
mm.
oh, poor Angel.
They
I
are
mean,
all
I,
dead, but
I
he also
know he
did kill
killed
them.
them. I
Yeah.
know. But imagine doing that and then the remorse you'd have to feel afterwards.
I guess so, yeah. But I think he also hated his dad because his dad was
He did, yeah.
hated him, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he like his dad like beat him and stuff. So I don't think it was much of a loss. I don't know what happened to his mum. Did they ever say an Angel what happened to his mum?
And
Probably
I
not.
can't remember
Yeah.
because I
'Cause they
think
do more flashback stuff in Angel.
yeah, and we see him killing his father and like stepping over the body of his sister or something. So it's implied that he killed her as well. But I can't remember about his mum.
Oh, I don't remember him having a sister. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
had a
Yeah.
sister, killed her as well. Oh,
Mm.
killing your sister.
Yeah, that's
Sad.
not good, is it?
And another thing that I thought was interesting,
Mm.
funny kind of, is that so we see inside Angel's house for the first time
Hmm.
and keeping like little bags of blood in the fridge and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And Darla comes to visit him dressed as a schoolgirl,
Yeah.
of course. But she tells Angel to tell Buffy about the curse, and I don't
Mm.
understand why. How is that going to benefit her if Buffy
Yeah.
understands Angel and is like, oh, okay, so you are a good vampire? Like, surely she would want Buffy to keep thinking Angel's bad, would she?
I think she was saying that in a sort of like, what is it? Is he say goating? Like sort of like getting him
Goading.
to
Yeah.
goading. That's it, not goating. In that sort of way, I think she was trying to don't mind me. Um, goating. I think that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to make him feel
Yeah.
like even if he told her, she wouldn't understand. So just go and tell her because it doesn't matter. Like it's not going to change her
What,
mind. I
thinking
think,
that him just showing up to Buffy will make her stake him?
yeah, I think she was trying to
Or
make him
get
feel
them in a
like,
fight and he'd end up killing her? Or
I don't
like,
know.
I just don't understand what her end game with it was.
Well, she obviously didn't want them to be together. So I think her aim game
No,
was to
she did
make
not.
them fight. And I think because she also wanted Buffy to die, she was trying to get Angel to do it. And she thought that
Yeah.
maybe because Buffy liked him, she'd find it harder to kill him, which gave him an advantage over her if he actually was going to go through with it. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
then her showing up at the bronze, I think she also preempted that maybe these two are just not going to do that. So I'm just going to show up with some guns. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
get it sorted. Like, and I was thinking this, like she's probably okay, so she's probably the first vampire that we see in the show until like Spike very later on that
Mm.
actually brings a gun to the
Mm.
vampire slayer fight.
Yeah.
Spike does this ages ago, but when he's got his chip and he physically can't do anything else, so he was hoping to like quickly shoot her before he had a migraine.
Yep.
Um, but no other vampire has ever tried to do that, and obviously they would all have access to
Mm.
firearms and stuff, and not all of them are like that old that they like to use, I don't know, the other weapons. And I know that their face is also a weapon, so they don't necessarily have weapons. Um, But I did find that very interesting that,
They never really
yeah,
address that, do they? The
no.
line is always that they're the weapon and they're fastest using themselves as a weapon. But at
Yeah,
a
so they don't
distance,
need
you'd
it.
think a gun would still be pretty fast.
I mean, like, imagine she's walking through the graveyard and you can just shoot her
Yeah,
from a distance, like,
yeah.
but no one ever does that. Like, I know
Mm.
that would be that would bring a pretty abrupt end to Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
End of
but
episode 1. Oh, she's dead.
yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, so I did find it interesting that she had guns, but she was a terrible shot, like
Yeah,
really bad.
yeah,
She was just shooting everything. I think she was just more enjoying the shooting rather than actually trying to kill. I feel like it was more trying to scare, maybe.
well, also, yeah, just to intimidate her because
Mm,
Darla's face when she overheard Buffy and Willow talking about how good the kiss was and
yeah,
how much
she didn't like that. She
she
was
did
very
not like
jealous.
that. So it's yeah, almost like
Yeah,
a cat playing with its food kind of thing, you know.
yeah, yeah. That's what I think. But it was so shocking, actually. I actually remember being very shocked that Angel killed her
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I thought that she was going to be a bigger part since she was literally the first vampire that we're
yeah.
introduced to. She's the master's, right-hand man kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. I really did think she was going to be a bigger part, and it really, like, looking back as well, like when I rewatched it, it is shocking that she's killed off so early as
It's
well.
such a short time that she's in
Such
the
a
show,
short
isn't it?
time. Because she's meant to be like this big bad. She's 400 years old. She's the one that made Angel. Like,
Yeah,
she, I feel like there's so much to her that they then just kill off so quickly. Which is very strange and interesting, which made it, I think, all that much better when she comes back in Angel, because you do want to know more. She is a very, like, she's one of those
yeah,
characters that you just didn't know enough about and would be interesting to know more. So I
yeah,
do like that they brought her back then. I think that was a good choice for if they're ever going to bring people back. I feel like she was a good choice to bring back.
yeah. As much as I've previously said that I dislike Darla, I
Mm,
actually really liked her as a character a lot more in this episode,
mm,
and it made me realize how much I enjoy all the backstory of
mm,
Angel and Darla and Spike and Drusilla, and
mm,
seeing when they turn into vampires and all the stuff that they get up to in the past. I just think
mm.
it's so interesting and adds so
Yeah.
much more depth to the characters that we see in the present day as well.
Yeah, I find sometimes like the flashbacks are more interesting than what's currently happening anyway.
Mm,
I really love a
yeah,
backstory. I'm a classic. I love a backstory kind of
me
thing.
too. But I do
Um,
think, I mean, you said you couldn't believe that Angel staked Darla,
mm.
but also I can't believe that he hasn't done it before.
Well,
So
that's the thing. If he's so quick to do it then, why hadn't he done it before?
yeah. So in
Yeah.
the 80 years that he's had his soul and been feeling all this remorse for what he's done, has he been avoiding her? Has he just never seen her?
Mm. I guess
Even
so. Well,
when,
because when she walked into his place, she was like, "It's been a while," and he's like, "No," he's like, "It's been a while," and she's like, "It's been a lifetime."
yeah.
Which is like 80 years, isn't it? So maybe literally since he got his soul, they haven't seen each other
But
because
would
she,
you,
I don't know.
because I was trying to think out why would he not stake her? Or even when he shows up in her apartment, there's a vampire in his apartment. Any other vampire he would kill, right?
Mm.
But he doesn't kill Darla. And I was thinking, does he have some kind of like sense of loyalty to her or some
Well,
kind of
that's what
residual
I
feelings?
thought.
But she was the one who turned him into a vampire. He can't like the person who did that to his life. He can't have any kind of loyalty towards her or feel things for someone who did these horrific acts because he has his soul now.
Mm.
I
But he
don't know,
also
it just
wanted it, didn't he? I feel like he wanted it. Or maybe he was too drunk to
yeah.
know what he was
I
asking.
mean, he was a bit of a rogue, that one, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Out of the town. And she,
literally.
yeah, I mean, 18-year-old Angel, or Liam, isn't it? His
Mm.
real name? Not a nice kind of guy, but in all that time and the time since he's had his soul, surely he's learnt something and grown to not have any kind of feelings or loyalty towards Darla. Like,
Yeah. But I thought maybe because she was his sire, you just have this, all the vampires have an automatic loyalty to protect their sire. Because even Spike still protects Drusilla and Angel. Well, I guess no. Okay, so there is a plot hole in terms of Drusilla made Spike, but in School
yeah,
Hard, he confronts Angel and says, "You are my sire, man," even though he actually wasn't because Drusilla was his sire. We'll get to this in School Hard. But but I guess Angel also taught him to be a vampire, I guess in the
yeah,
guy way of being a vampire, which is why he
yeah,
sort of thought of him as his sire. But Spike hated Angel like a lot because of the way
yeah.
he abused him and stuff. And he still never killed him. So that's why I was shocked that he didn't show the same loyalty to Drusilla. No, not Drusilla, Darla. Even though
Yeah.
Darla was trying to kill Buffy, I get that he'd be upset and angry. But he didn't like shove her out the way or fight her. He just literally,
He just went straight for it,
he
didn't
just went
he?
straight
Yeah.
for it, yeah. Which I think was pretty shocking. Even she was shocked. She was like, "Angel,
Mm,
you did this to me?" Like, I'm just as shocked as she was.
mm.
He literally showed no remorse as well. Like, he was just straight to Buffy, "Are you okay?" And he literally just killed the person that made him for the last 240 years. And it's just no mourning, no sadness, no like, I don't know. It's very weird, slightly
I mean,
psychotic.
it must be, bring up some complicated feelings like, oh, I
Mm.
used to love this person. They turned me into a vampire. We had a great couple of 100 years together, but then I got my soul back. But then, like, yeah, there's a lot going on there, isn't
There's
there?
a lot to unpack for him, so he should
But
go to therapy.
but the fact that he did do it so quickly without hesitation to protect Buffy does make me think that there was nothing there that he still felt for her or some
Mm.
kind of bond that he felt anyway.
Maybe because he had his soul, the part of him that would have felt some sort of loyalty is sort of trumped by the fact that he now has a soul and he's
Mm.
more human than he was before.
Mm.
So he doesn't. He there's I maybe it's also like I guess was it a symbol of killing his past, maybe? And like he is
Yeah.
like this
But then
is who
again,
he is
why
now.
didn't he do it earlier?
I don't know. It also was quite a statement for Buffy as well, because he literally killed his sire in front of her.
Yeah, yeah.
So that automatically made her trust
Her
him
trust
again.
him, yeah.
So maybe also that was a manipulation. I don't know. Maybe it was all planned because I thought it was very weird how angelous he was acting. Do you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, yeah.
He was acting very like angelous, and I didn't
He
like that.
was. I mean, yeah, I literally wrote that down. It's funny that he's taunting her to kill him. Why? Such angelous behavior.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's not like he just went up to her and said, "Look, Buffy, I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to
Mm,
eat your mum. That was
mm,
Darla, you know?"
mm.
Like I feel like he should have done that,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it
that
was
would be the
just,
mature thing to do, wouldn't it? Be
yeah,
like,
rather than
hey,
taunting
look,
her.
I need to explain some things.
Yeah, like it just wasn't me. Like I haven't eaten people in ages. You know? That's what you could have said to her, but no. He has to be all like weird about it and she has to be
Yeah,
like doubting it and it's just like
yeah.
it was weirdly scripted, I thought, because I feel like they wouldn't have necessarily done that, but
I mean,
maybe
that's
that
all for
wouldn't have
our
been
benefit, isn't it?
maybe,
Because
yeah.
it's still in that window of, oh, we don't know if he's good or bad yet. We just know that
Yeah.
he's a vampire.
Well,
So
I
we
was
haven't
definitely
learned about the
unsure when
curse
he
yet.
was being all
I know,
angelous.
yeah, yeah.
I
I mean,
was like,
it's
what?
such a stupid move on his part. Just
Yeah.
just sit down, say it how it is. None of this, immature bullshit.
I thought Buffy's hair hilarious line of that hair on top of that outfit.
Oh yeah.
I love Buffy so much because she's so right as well. It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the end scene of when they're dancing in the bronze, and I thought that scene just turned the whole thing around of like being annoyed by him, thinking he's
Mm,
creepy, and then be like, oh, actually, they're really nice together.
yeah.
I feel like it's
I
hard to not root for them when you watch this scene, no matter what side you're on. you like them together in this scene because it's just so nice. Even the way it's shot, I think, is pure artistry with how close the camera is. Like it's so cropped, it's so close. You feel like it's incredibly intimate,
Yeah.
and the lighting as well, and it's all like, and the music,
You
and
can feel what they're feeling exactly,
yeah,
can't you?
you can feel it. And I feel like it's just a beautiful scene that made me very excited, especially when you see the cross
The
burn
cross,
at
I
the
know.
end.
And that he didn't, what did she say? She's like, oh, painful, isn't it? Talking about them not being together.
Like
And
emotionally
yeah,
painful, and he's like in
emotionally.
physical pain.
Yeah. But he doesn't say anything. I mean, if
Yeah,
someone started to kiss me and I was getting burnt from it, I'd be like, oh, ow, get off. What is that?
yeah.
But
But he just wanted to kiss her. He didn't
yeah.
mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
So I thought
sweet.
that was nice.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to be burnt for you, he's not worth kissing. That's what that taught me.
The bar has been set.
Yep. That was our thoughts, I guess, on this episode. Sally, do you have any
Such a good
fun
episode.
facts for us?
I have so many fun facts about this
Oh,
episode
okay.
because it was just such a good episode.
It was good, yeah.
Okay, so David Boreanaz did not know that Angel was going to be a vampire until this episode.
Oh, that's exciting to
I
know.
know. Joss
They
Whedon
all must
kept
have
it
been
secret.
shocked.
So
Yeah.
he was just playing this kind of mysterious guy,
Hmm.
not quite knowing who he was, where he came from, what his
Hmm.
story was. So it wasn't until this episode that Angel learned he was a vampire as well, which I think is so cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Keeping it under wraps to surprise
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah.
And it also means that in the previous episodes, the actor didn't try and play Angel as a vampire in any way because he didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
But
I thought,
that's
yeah.
good. Maybe that's why it's yeah, that's really good. I like that. Yeah.
It's kind of funny though. Imagine like being pitched this show and be like, oh yeah, I'll audition, I'll try out. I like this mysterious character, and then you get to episode 7, you're like, oh man, I'm a vampire. What?
Yeah.
um, Darla's death was supposed to be permanent, but her performance and chemistry with Angel impressed Joss Whedon so much that he brought her back in Angel, of course, which we already talked about that
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
So she was never supposed to come back in any other way. And the episode's writer, David Greenwalt, realized during the development of this episode that Angel had enough depth for his own show. And so David Greenwalt and Joss Whedon went on to create Angel. So the writer of
Really,
this
that
episode,
early on?
after this
Wow.
episode, they started thinking, perhaps there's something else here.
I guess because there's so much backstory that you could get into, isn't there?
Exactly, yeah. And this episode was the first kind of hint at all that kind of backstory, wasn't it?
Mm.
Between the four
And it's
main
more than just high
vampires.
school, it's more than
Yeah,
just the
yeah,
day to day. Yeah.
yeah. And the relationships between each of them as well.
Yeah.
Sarah Michelle Gellar also worked with the writers on this episode to really get across Buffy's shock and betrayal so that it was real for her and that she could portray it in that way as
Right.
being, really real for us as well, which I think she absolutely nailed it. It's so good.
She's an amazing actress anyway. Like, I love everything she's ever been in. So,
She can do no wrong.
yeah, literally, to me, she can't anyway.
But I like that as well, that even this early on, she's so invested in the character and wants to,
Mm.
to be the best it can be, that she,
Yeah.
wants to have her input in it. And yeah.
That's really cool.
So yeah. And also, Joss Whedon has said that this is the first episode where the show properly became what it was meant to be. So really character driven, not just monster of the week.
Yeah.
Fight them, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think
Maybe that's why we love this episode so much. It really does feel more like what you'd imagine Buffy the Vampire Slayer to be rather than the previous ones, because it does have so many layers of depth to it that the other episodes until now have sort of not been able to do in the same way.
And that just kind of grows from here on as well, doesn't it? I mean, there's still Monster of the Week episodes.
Yeah.
And, lighter episodes, but the kind of character development and focus on that development really just grows and grows and grows throughout the whole series.
Yeah. I think also just it was just very well written.
Mm,
Um, Especially like the characters acting it as well. They just did it. They did it really well. Like even the bit when she's like talking about how Angel makes her feel. I thought that was so exactly how it
yeah.
feels when you're a young girl fancying a boy. Like it was perfectly scripted. Like that's exactly how you'd feel, and that's exactly how you'd talk to your best friend. And
Mm.
it was just so relatable in on every level for the viewer, I suppose.
Do you know what though? Because I had the same thoughts as you. So I looked up which other episodes David Greenwald wrote in Buffy, and it was surprisingly few. He leaves the show
Oh,
after season 3 to go and work on Angel, but
okay.
I think he's only written like, I don't know, 10 or so episodes, and
Oh,
most of those
okay.
are in season 1, and then not too much afterwards. Because yeah, I thought, oh wow, this is so well written. I love this. And
Yeah.
I expected him to like have some of my favorite episodes kind of pop up as his credits, but no, it doesn't.
But what else did he write?
Okay, so he wrote Teacher's Pet, which we've talked
Uh-huh.
about. Angel, our episode now. Nightmares, that's a pretty good one.
Oh, that is a good one.
School Hard.
Yes, that's one of the
Reptile
best
Boy.
ones.
Oh, Reptile Boy's a good one as well.
Mm,
Ted. Oh gosh,
that's
Ted
a
makes me
very good
so
one.
angry.
Yeah.
Bad Eggs.
That's a
Faith,
weird
Hope,
one.
and Trick.
That's when
Homecoming and The
Faith first
Wish.
appears.
Yeah. So he
I
does
love that
like
one.
his episodes
And The
are good.
Wish. The Wish is one of the best
Mm.
episodes ever. I really love that one. Not only because we're introduced to Anya, but I love the whole concept.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
It's such a good episode.
But yeah, I
It's-
thought
um,
there'd be more.
yeah, but he still made like some really good
So
ones.
yeah, some really good ones that early on.
Yeah, very cool. Very interesting. Well, that was a really good episode. And what's the episode next? I can't remember.
Next one is another good one. I Robot You Jane.
Oh, okay. That one's
Hmm.
okay. I do feel like it's slightly a skippable one though.
I like that it's so Willow focused though.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's nice that they're starting to do more like focused on the characters, getting
Yeah,
to know everyone because it's still season one, isn't it? So you're still trying to get
yeah.
to know who everybody is. And I do have to say that I do love the sprinkling of Cordelia in this episode, and that repeats
Mm,
throughout of like
mm,
because she's not a main character, but she sort of is, and it's just
yeah.
sprinkling of her and her issues and like I just thought it was hilarious, like with the dress, like that's a knockoff,
Oh,
isn't it?
I
Because
know. Yeah.
the same thing happens in Bad Eggs because she's wearing the teddy bear um
Oh, the backpack, is it?
backpack
Yeah.
and someone else has a teddy bear backpack and she gets
Yeah.
really mad about that. And I just think I like these sort of like sprinkling of like, I guess, normal reality, I
Mm.
suppose, of like not everything's all about monsters and people dying. It's also about like trying to just set a trend or like,
Because
I don't know,
Xander
whatever
says
she's
something
doing.
like that, doesn't he? In this
Mm,
episode, when she sees the girl in the dress the same as her, and he's like,
yeah.
ah, puts our problems into perspective, or everyone's got problems, or he says
Oh, it was
something along
Buffy.
those lines. Oh, is
Buffy
it
said,
Buffy who
you
says it?
think we have problems? She said
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah. So I actually like that they use her as a sprinkling of like I guess it's also making it a bit lighter as well. It's
Mm,
not all like down and in the dark. It is quite funny in terms of like getting things back to reality a little bit as well.
yeah,
So
and
I
I
think
like that
yeah, they use her quite well for doing that.
because
Yeah.
it does kind of root it in reality more, doesn't it? And
Mm.
sometimes it really, I don't know, it's easy to get carried away with it and you kind of forget that they're still in school or forget that they're
Mm.
going to college because it's so focused on the evil fighting, rah, rah, rah. But then,
Yeah.
yeah, having those little moments is kind of a good reminder like, oh,
Mm.
still in high school, still normal things going on around us, still living
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
real
everyone's still
world.
doing their lives.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're very interesting. Well, cool. Well, that's it for this episode, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
What did you think of this episode?
Let us know in the comments below.
Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next week.
We're not just saying, we're slaying.
We are the Buffy Babes.